Hello and welcome to your first homework video. So in this video we're going to learn all about what a flipped classroom is and what it means for you as a student. So right now you should have your spiral open. It should be open to a clean page that's just the next one in your notebook that you haven't used yet. And then up at the top you should title it Flipped Classroom. And you should put the date down. Okay, so pause if you need to until you get those two things written down. As we go through this video, you're going to write down everything that I write down in the video, as well as any questions you might have or any other things that maybe I say but don't write down but you think are important to note. You can write those down as well. All right, so you might be wondering, what is a flipped class? Now maybe you know because you've had an older sibling who's gone to Selwood before or another school where they do this, but maybe not. A flipped classroom is where you watch videos made by your teacher to learn a new topic when you're at home. So your homework, instead of doing like extra practice or a worksheet or anything, you're watching videos to learn a new idea for the next day in class. Then when we're all together the next day, we practice it together and everyone will have watched the video, so everyone will be ready to go. So why would we want to do a flipped classroom? Well, there are lots of benefits. The biggest one is probably that you can watch it more than once if you need to, either once right after another or a few days later when you realize you didn't understand it, you can go back and watch it again. And now's also a good time for you to check. Have you written down everything that I've written down? If not, you should pause and get caught up. Another great thing about watching videos at home is that you can stop and go back if you miss something in the middle of the video. You can just go back and rewatch a short section if you need to. Also, for a lot of students, they find that when they're watching videos at home, there's fewer distractions than there might be during the classroom. And finally, it gives us more time for practice and activities during class, so we can spend our class time actually doing math together instead of just having to listen to the teacher talk all the time. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, but why do I have to write all this down? Why do we take notes? There are so many reasons why we take notes. Let's just write down a few of them. Now, you may not have noticed this yet, but we don't have a textbook in this class. So your spiral is going to become your textbook with all the notes that you're going to take during the year. Also, when you write something down, it helps you remember. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but it does. It's proven. Also, videos are really excellent for you to be able to look at as a reminder of what to do, either the next day or a few weeks later if you forget it later. And finally, it proves to me that you are paying attention when you watched the video. So this is the least important of all the reasons, but it is still true. It's how I can tell that you are actually paying attention when you watched it. All right, so at this point, you should have in your notebook, you should have everything written down that I wrote down. And I have run out of room on my page, so I'm going to move to a new page. But if you still have room on yours, you just keep on writing as we keep going, okay? All right, now almost every video is going to have a practice problem at the end. And so this is usually just one question, sometimes it might be two or three, that is about the material that was in the video. And it's the only problem in the whole video that I don't give you the answer to within the video. And so that's one that I want you to try and figure out on your own. And the whole point is that it helps me know how much more help or practice you need. And usually I'm able to check it and tell you if you got it right or not, either in class or through Canvas. I can't always do that, but I try to. All right, so once you've taken the notes, what do you do with them? First of all, they should be in your spiral, so you're going to bring them to class every single day. You're going to use them if you ever get stuck. And the way that you're going to turn them in is that you're going to take a picture or two and upload them to Canvas. So that's what you're going to practice doing after you finish the notes here. Now, when you take that picture, you're going to be really, really, really careful to make sure that it's a picture that I can read. Often people will do a close-up just of the practice problem to make sure, extra sure that I can read that part of it as well, because that's the part that I'm going to try and read from within the picture. And the rest of it I need to see well enough to make sure that you wrote everything down and to tell that everything's there. So how often are you going to need to do video notes, and how long should they take? So usually you'll have a video on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday after school. And videos are usually somewhere between 6 and 10 minutes long, but it's going to take you longer than that. For most students, it takes them about 20 minutes to do a video. Why do you think it takes longer to do the video than the video actually is? Why does it take 20 minutes if the video is only 6 to 10 minutes long? Do you think it's because you might have to pause to write things down, or to solve a problem, or to go back and re-listen to something? Those are the main reasons I can think of. Now, sometimes at the beginning of the year, when we're just getting used to them, they can take a little bit longer. So if for the first few weeks it feels like it's taking you longer than 20 minutes, just stick with it and you should get to be faster at them. And I do usually try and have the videos posted early so that if you want to get a head start on them on a night that you don't have as many other commitments, you can do so. All right, we've reached the end. That means that there's a practice problem for you. In this one, there's actually going to be two. First one, how long did this video take you? I want you to estimate about how long has it been since you started, and write down the number of minutes, please, so that I can get a sense of how long it took. And I want you to tell me, what is one benefit of a flipped classroom? You can think of something on your own, or you can check back in your notes if you can't think of anything. All right, when you finished, be sure to take some clear pictures of your work and then upload them to Canvas. After you have them uploaded, you can submit the assignment. All right, good luck.